Hi, I'm Stuart and I'd like to just set out in a few minutes the services that we offer as Mutual Value to support the journey for organisations to establish much better strategic partnerships, moving away from transactional relationships that are so often the case. Now, what I would say is that often when we talk to clients, they say, well, actually, I already often exhibit this behaviour. I know about this stuff. This is how I behave. And often we do find that in organisations, individuals actually are very good. They naturally are the kind of people that adopt a win-win mentality when they're with their clients. They are very focused on aligned outcomes. They have an approach and a personality that lends itself to that. What we're talking about, though, is a program to embed this in the organization, to rigorously apply it in a well-articulated and defined way so that there's consistency in the way in which the organization is engaging with its key accounts on the one hand, or indeed its suppliers on the other. And in an ideal world, working with both parties so that both parties have a mutual value mindset in the way they create value together. And what we offer is a program that has three elements to it. One is to work on the mindset of those involved, change their belief system. That leads to a change in behaviors and therefore a change in outcomes. Secondly, we train people in a new skill set so that the conversations they're having, the day-to-day interactions, as well as the planning, is different. It feels different, it is different. The nature of the dialogue that's taking place is at a different level than would otherwise be the case. And thirdly, we provide a tool set that can be used in a mutual value relationship. For example, we help parties develop a mutual value relationship agreement. And what this does is sets out a co-created vision of what the parties wish to achieve together, not the transaction that they're having between each other. The value they both bring to that, the value they both expect to receive as a result of it, which will be greater than would otherwise have been the case. The way in which they intend to run the relationship, the paramount nature of the relationship, and how they resolve things when things go wrong. And we have a series of principles we apply in those agreements. Then, within individual transactions that flow, there's a mutual value transaction agreement that reflects much of the relationship agreement, because the idea is that each individual transaction is a microcosm of the relationship, which is where the focus is. That's where the story is between the parties, not in the transaction. The transaction is simply a manifestation of this relationship, and therefore parties hold each other accountable to the right behaviours in the transaction as undertaken at the relationship level. And we have a number of other tools as well that we introduce into the process so that this is a practical way for people to behave and to put it into effect. We have a training program, we coach individuals, we work with them absolutely in a hands-on way to be accountable for the outcomes of this. We also offer individual modules within the program as standalones, for example, a trust module, so that account leaders can think about how their attitude to trust and how they engender trust. And also, Kevin and I are available to give keynote speeches and presentations to set out our thinking, our approach, and some ideas about how organisations can go on this journey to mutual value, which creates much greater, better outcomes for all the parties involved.